You are one decision away from a totally different life. What if I told you that potato has one of the worst reputations in nutrition, yet it's one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables you can buy? Is potato really starch? Should people with diabetes avoid it? Is sweet potato healthier than the regular potato? Do purple potatoes deserve all the hype? And here's the biggest surprise. A cold potato may actually affect your blood sugar differently than the hot one. Today we are decoding every type of potato you will find at the grocery store. No carb fear, no guilt, no good or bad potatoes. Just evidence. Welcome to Decision Dilemma. Which potato is actually the healthiest? Russet, red, Yukon Gold, white, purple, Fingerling, baby potatoes, and more. Before we start, what is a potato? A potato is tuber. Its job is to store energy for the plant. That's why it's naturally rich in starch. But starch isn't the whole story. A potato also contains vitamin C, potassium more than banana, gram for gram, vitamin B6, fiber, especially with the skin, magnesium, polyphenols, resistant starch, and one medium potato has only about 110 to 160 calories depending on size. It's usually what we do with potatoes, like deep frying, butter overload, creamy sauces, not the potato itself that changes its nutritional impact. Recent long-term research continues to show that preparation method matters far more than the potato alone. First, are all potatoes nutritionally different? Yes, but not dramatically. Most potatoes contain similar amounts of calories, carbohydrates, potassium, fiber, vitamin C. The biggest differences are starch content, texture, antioxidants, best cooking method, glycemic response. Before we get into today's dilemma, Decision Dilemma is the free conversation. The full SonaWell Mission Midlife Reset is where we work through your decisions together. If you want the free midlife decision guide, join our community via the pinned link and hit that subscribe button, because most of you watching aren't subscribed, and please subscribe so we keep in touch. The first type of potato, let's see that. First is the russet potato, the classic baking potatoes. Large, fluffy, dry texture, high starch, perfect for baking mashed potatoes, French fries, air fryer potatoes, because they are higher in starch. They create the fluffiest texture. Nutritionally excellent source of potassium and vitamin C. Second one is Yukon Gold, medium starch, creamy texture, naturally buttery flavor, perfect for curry, roasting, soup, mashed potatoes, meal prep. If you could only buy one potato, this is probably the most versatile. Third is my favorite, and it is red potatoes. They are also very versatile and thin skin, firm texture, lower starch. They hold their shape beautifully. Best for potato salad, roasted potatoes, stews, boiled potatoes. They don't even need to peel them. The skin adds fiber and antioxidants. Fourth is white potatoes, often overlooked. They are somewhere between the russet and Yukon. Mild flavor, creamy texture, great for everyday cooking, Indian sabzis, soups, hash browns, nutritionally almost identical, but don't ignore them. The fifth one is purple or blue potatoes. These are the antioxidant superstars. Their deep purple color comes from anthocyanins, the same antioxidants found in blueberries and purple cabbage. Research suggests that these compounds may help support blood vessel health, healthy inflammation response, brain health, healthy aging, and they are still potatoes. So just with extra colorful plant compounds, so be a little careful. Now the sixth one is fingerling potatoes. Small, long, firm, rich flavor, perfect for roasting, sheet pan dinners, salads, and fancy presentations. Nutritionally very similar. You buy these for their texture, for their look, not because they are magically healthier. And then there comes the baby potatoes, not actually a different variety. They're simply harvested earlier. They are more tender, thinner skin, cook faster, perfect for meal prep, roasting, quick weeknight dinners. Which potato has the most antioxidants? Generally purple potatoes, then red potatoes, then yellow ones, then white ones. This doesn't make white potatoes unhealthy. It simply means colored potatoes contain additional pigments with antioxidants. What about the skin? Here's where many people lose nutrition. The skin contains nearly half the fiber, more potassium, polyphenols, minerals unless the potato is damaged. Eat the skin, just wash it well. Hot versus cold potatoes. This is the one of the coolest discoveries in nutrition. When potatoes are cooked, cooled in refrigerator, then eaten cold or gently reheated, some of their starch changes into resistant starch. Resistant starch behaves more like fiber. It isn't fully digested in your small intestine and instead feeds beneficial gut bacteria, producing short-chain fatty acids. Studies suggest it may modestly improve post-meal blood sugar, insulin sensitivity, and satiety, although results may vary between individuals. Examples are potato salad, meal prepped, roasted potatoes, leftover potatoes. This doesn't make potatoes low carb, but it does slightly change how your body handles part of the starch. Serving size: a realistic serving size is one medium potato or around 150 to 180 grams of cooked ones or 3/4 to 1 cup cooked potato. For active people, larger portions may fit. For weight management, pair potatoes with plenty of vegetables and protein rather than simply making the potato smaller. Who should eat more potatoes? People who exercise regularly, need potassium, want affordable whole food carbohydrates, need filling meals, want gluten-free starches, are recovering after endurance exercise. Potatoes are one of the highest satiety foods studied, meaning they can help people feel full relative to their calorie content. Who may need to be more mindful about potatoes? People with diabetes, pre-diabetes, insulin resistance shouldn't necessarily avoid them. Instead, focus on portion size. Leave the skin on. Pair with protein. Add healthy fat. Eat with vegetables. Avoid making fries your main potato source. How you eat potatoes matters more than whether you eat them or not. So what about green potatoes? Never eat potatoes that have turned green. The green color itself is chlorophyll, but it often signals increased glycoalkaloids such as solanine, which can cause nausea, vomiting, and other symptoms if consumed in higher amounts. But if a potato is extensively green, bitter, or sprouting heavily, please discard it. Now the biggest myth. Myth number 1. Potatoes make you fat. False. Extra calories make people gain weight. Plain potatoes are filling and relatively low in calories. Myth number 2. People with diabetes should never eat potatoes. False. Preparation, portion size, and meal composition matter far more. Myth number 3. Sweet potatoes are always healthier. Not exactly. Sweet potatoes provide more beta carotene. Regular potatoes provide more potassium. Both are nutritious but in different ways, so they have different strengths. Myth number 4. All carbs are bad. False. Whole food carbohydrates like potatoes come packaged with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and beneficial plant compounds. Myth number 5. French fries are the same as baked potatoes. Definitely not. Deep frying adds calories, fat, and sodium, and large observational studies consistently associate frequent French fry intake with poorer metabolic health compared with boiled, baked, or roasted potatoes. One of the hottest areas of potato research is resistant starch. Scientists are exploring how cooking, cooling, and reheating potatoes change their starch structure and whether this can improve gut health, insulin sensitivity, and cardiometabolic markers. The evidence is promising, but it's not magic hack, and the benefits are generally modest within an overall healthy diet. So researchers are also studying naturally higher resistance starch potato varieties and new breeding approaches, but these are still emerging. So now, which potato should you buy? Okay, so for baking, Russet potato. For everyday cooking, Yukon Gold. For potato salad, red. For roasting, baby potatoes. For antioxidants, purple ones. For meal prep, red or Yukon Gold. But best budget-friendly choice is whatever is fresh in the season and you will actually cook and enjoy. SonaWell rule. The potato doesn't deserve its bad reputation. The problem has never been the potato. It's what we have turned it into. Deep fried, loaded with cheese, covered in sour cream, or eaten as a giant portion with almost no vegetables or protein. Instead, bake it, roast it, boil it, cool it, enjoy it with the skin on, pair it with protein and vegetables. That's how potatoes have nourished cultures around the world for centuries. So now here's a rapid fire summary. Best overall is Yukon Gold. Best for baking is Russet. Best for salads is red potato. Highest antioxidants is the purple potato. Best meal prep is baby potatoes. Best fiber is any potato with the skin on. So best for resistant starch is the cooked one, cooled and then reheated one. So best budget friendly pick is fresh local potatoes. Please try and buy which you will enjoy, you will use, and then you will use it in a very wise manner. If this video changed the way you think about potatoes, send it to someone who's still afraid of carbs. I am Sonali from SonaWell, helping busy adults make confident grocery decisions with science, not social media myths. Tell me in the comments, what food would you like to know more about and you want me to decode it in Decision Dilemma? And if you enjoy practical evidence-based nutrition explained simply, subscribe to SonaWell because healthy eating shouldn't feel confusing. So here's nutrition without noise.